We're in Convent Hill in Bealtaine, in Mayo. It's sort of West Mayo. Bealtaine is famous for its river mine, its fishing, and Jack Charlton put them under pressure. And so we're here looking at our dresser that we sort of happened to get whatever 12-14 years ago. I can't really tell you much about it. It's probably one of the less ornate dressers that doesn't have glass. It's probably an older one that has been sort of upgraded or something or other. We got it in Sligo, so other than that I'm not so sure where it came from. I'm sure it came from the west of Ireland. But it's nice to be here. We met Michael and he came down to say hello to me, and he's telling me some great stories about Waterford and all sorts of going on, and it's good. That's all I can tell you.
And tell me this yourself though. Why did you want a dresser? Did you always want one?
Well, originally when we left our old home, let's say, and then we left it sort of as it was, and we in the 70s, so the Bliss bungalow was built, and then you left it all there, and then you didn't realise until you'd gone away. And I lived in New York for a number of years, and you'd see in some fancy apartments that pine look or that distressed pine look come back, and you'd see dressers and you see pieces that were imported from Ireland, and then when you come back on holiday you said, yeah, your dresser took on a sort of a more significant, and I said, okay, next time I come back I must take that and salvage it and put it away. And then the next time I come back the tinker said, run off with me dresser and a few more bits. So then when you have the opportunity to get your own house, and it's sad that we don't have our own dresser because you're connected to your father and your grandfather and whoever else came before that and worked on that dresser, and it's good to have a sense of a connection. It's like my clock up here. The clock was in my mother and grandmother's house, and every time I wind that I know I'm connected to my parents and grandparents and the people that before that wound that clock, and that clock struck in time for them and metered time, and that's your connection. And nowadays I think people maybe are not connected, and sometimes I think it may be too much connected, but it's nice to be connected. And maybe from a spiritual point of view you think maybe you're connected to these people and you keep an eye out and you engage and point in the right direction now and again, because occasionally we can veer off to the left, I suppose. But that's sort of where it comes from. Yeah.
And you fill it with your own memories as well, I see, your own little bits and pieces now though.
Yeah, well, my wife collects things and I collect little bits and stuff, and then you're collecting from people that you know, and there's part of their goodness and their spirit and their decency, and you have that, and that creates a certain energy in your house which makes it nice and good, and other people can share that and tap into it, and then they all relate to something happy or something nice or somebody decent, and you create little bits of, you couldn't say it's a shrine, it's just the way it is. And that's what lots of stuff, like this is an old house, and whereas everything here belongs to somebody, there's very little new, because you can go at Heritage and you can have a lot of money, or you can go to a hardware store and buy new stuff, but it doesn't have a history, and it doesn't have a tradition, and it doesn't have the energy that somebody put into it. So when you get something that's second and somebody made it, you'd wonder what frame of mind he was in when he was made it, and you'd hope he was feeling good. And then he hands it on to somebody else and they put their energy into it, and then you get it and you're sort of responsible for it, and then you have to say, well, what am I going to do with it now? Maybe for my kids this is a whole lot of rubbish, I'd burn it all, but whatever. It's the collective energy of all your friends and all your people, and you have that in your house, and it gives off a good energy and it's healthy.